I think I've heard that from several other DeFi founders, right? That maybe start with a token. Meme token was, I think, existing before the NFT platform itself existed. So that's kind of the opposite of how NFT projects launch now. But there was an issue of like, okay, there was this massive increase in value on the token, but the team wasn't necessarily associated. So I mean, like that's a great kind of segue into like talking a little bit about DeFi before we make it to Nifties, man. Like, are you involved in any DeFi projects these days, or what's how do you think the DeFi space is moving forward because it was such a big thing in 1920?
In 2019, 2020. Yeah. I was the DeFi guy to in many circles, right? I was at Consensus. I was brought in to be the product lead of the DeFi team at Consensus. So like I was living and breathing DeFi. When NFTs came around, it was almost just like a switch that flipped, and it was like we're doing more than just building financial software. We're actually getting creative, and we're building communities that way, and we're getting to work with amazing artists. So almost completely shifted my attention into the NFT ecosystem and kind of kept my eye on what was going on in DeFi land. We also started to see more financialization of some of these NFT protocols, and now there's JPEG, there's you know guys like Arcade and NFTX, and people like using NFTs as collateral. So they started to bleed together a little bit. So that I would say most of my attention, or a lot of what's going on the DeFi side in my world is as it relates to NFTs. I stake Ethereum. I do some things here where it's kind of like set it and forget it. But yeah, a lot of my time is spent more focused on NFTs at the moment, and DAOs, and innovation on that side, which I feel like it's all related. It's all
Yeah.
overlapping, right? So yeah.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I'm sure there when you're at Consensus that when NFTs started popping up and you started talking about it to your team, you were likely like getting a lot of sideways looks, which is entirely different 2 years on. So you moved on from. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Did you have anything there?
Well, it's funny, Consensus is just this huge company founded by one of the co-founders of Ethereum. They're amazing at what they do, but like I think they tell you that they've in the last few years they've kind of been late to the party with DeFi and late with NFTs. Um, they they've kind of upped their game, and now there is like Consensus NFT studio and department and all that. But yeah, early conversations is like, no, DeFi is silly. We need to be doing big enterprise level stuff, or we need to be doing central bank digital currency. We need to be doing all these things. Um, and then when it came to NFTs, people just thought it was cute. People thought it was one cool use case, but not necessarily something that we can build protocols and companies and products around.